Whether you're working on lowering your handicap or just trying to keep the ball on the fairway, one thing is for sure. The 19th hole is always worth showing up for, and that's where Dan Murphy's steps in. Proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, Dan's has the perfect post-round drinks thanks to their lowest liquor price guarantee. You know you're getting unbeatable value every time. Just like your golf game, they're all about bringing those numbers down in the best way. So swing by your local store or shop online. Dan Murphy's, where low scores and low prices go hand in hand. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise, even if your handicap is a work in progress. G'day, welcome to Make Me Good at Golf, the golfing podcast where three mates are trying to get good at golf. We want you to come along for the journey. Joining us in the studio, Mr. 71, Damien Fleming.
Cheers, gentlemen.
And Mr. 300, a.k.a. Long Ball Emo.
Thank you.
And I am Mr. 48, Peter Hallier. And I want to get straight into it, guys, because we got a big guest in the studio. Occasionally I'll put out the idea of coming on the studio and people go, oh, yeah, we'll work it at some point. This man actually said he seemed keen to my ear. He said he'd been listening to the podcast, and then when I followed up in the new year, he actually has come through. He's a gold Logie winning host of the funniest, the best show on Australian TV. Have you been paying attention? It's Mr. Tom Gleisner!
We may have to start with a bit of fact-checking. Gold Logie?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the one where you get up at the end of the night
that's true.
And bang on.
I think I won. I'm pretty sure we did for the.
You've not won a gold. No. As Tom has pointed out already, and you've already missed the point. There's one gold Logie. One person gets a gold Logie each year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I was in India at the IPL and then we got told we won.
TV shows don't win the gold Logie. It's an individual award.
Is it?
Yes.
Did they do a podcast?
I'm sorry, Tom. You have to be.
It's like the Nobel Peace Prize. You just cannot buy it. You have to earn it. But we have not.
Someone can give you a gold. Did Carrie Bickmore ever give you her gold Logie? Does that count?
Not a one. We shared an office for a while, so occasionally I would just take the gold Logie and just sit there and look at it and take some selfies.
And what's the difference in the heaviness and all that to a normal Logie?
Oh, I mean, you hold a gold Logie. Have you held a gold Logie?
You never go back, Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, we should talk to our guest about golf because, Tom, we know you're a keen golfer, which is why we've got you on the show. We all have nicknames. Pete is Mr. 48, which is a Stableford score that he jagged from somewhere.
Metropolitan.
Yep. Peter's Mr. 71 for Flem, highest test score, lowest round of golf.
Sure.
And me, Mr. 300, yards. 270 metres, 300 yards for my longest drive. If you had to have a nickname or a number in golf, is there something that comes to mind for you that would be appropriate, reflective of your game?
I've never been had a nickname. The only nickname I've ever had is Piffy G, and that is such a deep cut. If you look at the Late Show in the early 90s, I played a bell ringing kid called Piffy, and certain people who were part of that world still refer to me as Piffy G.
Piffy G.
Take that out there.
See, I watched the D-Gen and Late Show so much, growing up and going through school and all that sort of stuff. I do not remember that character.
Then it's obviously not made an impression on you.
No.
I preferred Tom's character in Frontline, who appeared just in the final shot of the series to the fix the photocopier. Well, you were there, I think, fixing the photocopier, and I think the final word was, it's done or it's fixed.
It's fixed, and my character name on the call sheet was Colin Conacher. That was our own joke. But yeah, that was, we've gone into the archive. Sorry, I've driven this.
No, but we have, and we should point out, because we have people listening all around the world, we should actually, I gave you a quick introduction on the way in, but so Tom is a part of a group, and I would say the most successful, the most revered, respected, loved production company in Australia. The movies, The Castle, which is one of the all-time great Australian movies, The Dish, and then Have You Been Paying Attention, The Panel. The Late Show was a show that we all grew up on, and Flem, you're probably in your late 30s, I think, when that was on.
I was actually 12. It inspired me to go to high school.
And it was a sketch show, live. It was dangerous. Unreal. It's probably as close to we've had to even a Saturday Night Live. It only did the 2 years, as opposed to the 30 or the 40 years that Saturday Night Live has done. But
But it was like great memories for us watching it, but great memories for you doing that show.
Oh, absolutely, Pete. It was as you say, Saturday night, and the theory at the time was no one's around to watch TV because everyone's out. Raging was the term, and that show proved that there was a huge audience, teenagers who couldn't go out, and then people with kids who were stuck at home, desperate for something to watch. So it was. A fun time.
I remember though at our footy club, we used to drink. I used to play footy for Adelaide University. We would drink at the General Havelock Hotel, and we would watch it on a TV screen in the pub.
Okay. Yeah.
We would have it on when we'd be watching it on a Saturday night in the pub.
Yeah.
After we'd done our presentations.
10 o'clock. So the Late Show is probably a little bit ambitious as a title, but it was fun.
And what about we'll get to golf shortly. Pete mentioned the castle there, and there are so many lines from the castle that are now in the everyday Australian vernacular. And we say them all the time. Tell him he's dreaming, the serenity, whatever the line is. Now, we say them all the time. Every Australian says them every day. Do you guys who wrote those lines, do you say them as well in your day-to-day life?
I don't think we've quite gone that far. But the weirdest thing for me, Liam, is when people come up and say they love the castle and they say, my favourite line? And they'll quote a line that's not in the movie. At which point you're left wondering, do I kind of spoil the party for them all? Or do I just say, thank you very much, that's not a knife, that's a knife, and you go, fine, sure, we'll take it.
And Pete, you forgot the Logie winning, Thank God You're Here.
Thank God You're Here, which I think you appeared on. Is that right?
I got the odd gig, didn't I?
You were a regular spruiking all sorts of products. It was based on the theory that ex-cricketers can sell anything. And,
or would sell anything for money.
Exactly. It goes without saying. Absolutely.
Who's had more endorsement deals, Ricky Ponting in his day or Pat Cummins today?
Pat's getting around.
I think it's a line ball.
It was close.
Between those two. And, Utopia.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you were in that, weren't you?
It is staggering the amount of shows and the successful shows that you guys have been part of. Thank God You're Here. You created something that was a scary, like stand-up comedy. People say, it must be the scariest thing to do. Yeah. And I always say, starting out in stand-up is tough. But like once you are established and once you know what you're doing, it's not scary at all. But starting out is, and Thank God You're Here did something where it's like you created something that's even scarier than starting out in stand-up comedy. Being backstage and waiting, I've done it a couple of times, and I judged in the latest reincarnation of it, which was in a way a lot more fun because you're like, I get to just watch and enjoy the show. It was so much fun. But geez, it was scary being backstage and being in a costume. You're trying to work out what could I be? I'm kind of an astronaut. I guess I'm an astronaut, and then you're trying not to get too many things inside your head. You're trying to go out as zen as possible. I mean, do
you take that onto the golf course? That sort of mentality.
I try to. It's a similar thing because you're at the tee box and you're going grip. Stance, the club's in the line of my front foot. So it's actually a pretty similar thing.
And even the costume you mentioned, look at us today. We've all got the golf gear on. I've realised it's sort of aspirational. I've always worn T-shirts my entire life, but since taking up golf, I just put a collar on today, just on the off chance. It's a bit like the gym gear, just on the off chance I get along. Probably won't, but you want to be ready.
I reckon 80% of my tops are now golf.
Yeah.
And Tom, there was a cycling podcast in here before us. They all wear Lycra through the whole cycling podcast.
So tell me, when did the golf dream happen? The working dog people, were they, Rob Sitch, were they always keen golfers?
I've been surrounded by keen golfers my whole working life, as you mentioned, Rob Sitch, Glennie Robbins, Mick Malloy, and I just pushed it out. I could not be less interested when they started talking about you getting out of a bunker on the third. Really a sandwich? Oh, okay. But no, I stumbled into it probably about 6 or 7 years ago and joined a club and took up the game at the same time.
Yeah, which is a good way to do it, I think.
It is, and just loved it. And there aren't many sports that you can literally go from a standing start and kind of and have fun with. Like, I mean, you could arguably play anything, but you're not going to take up football or something in my case, in my late 50s.
And how's the progression been for you? Where's the handicap at now? How much has the game improved over the years?
I mean, I've got to ask you, I'm intrigued. Is asking someone their handicap, is that a bit like asking religion, or is it actually okay to ask? I've never worked out.
It's a good question. I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
Sometimes I ask
Still
people,
a little
I get a
bit,
little bit
yeah.
of a bristle from some people. And I realize, I shouldn't have. It's like saying, are you gay? It's like, sorry, I shouldn't.
Are you a gay golfer?
And what's your handicap?
I have a really good haydar, which is like a gaydar, but it's for handicaps. It's I call it my haydar. Yeah, I basically know what somebody's handicap I think is.
So what's mine, Pete?
I think you're off 16.
You're very generous. No, I'm low 20s, 22, I think, at the moment.
22,
And I
okay.
think I did make a New Year's resolution a year or two ago to get down into the teens. Just can't budge the needle. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
How often are you getting out?
This might be heresy on this particular podcast. I'm a 9-hole golfer. I really
Yeah,
enjoy
it's going that
it.
way,
Take a
yeah.
breath here from Limo.
No, it's okay.
You know what? I often enjoy a 9. In fact, if I play Yarra Bend, I more than likely will play
Just
9.
Yeah.
There because you can squeeze in a 9.
And look,
You
obviously,
can't
if you're
squeeze
driving,
in 18.
if you're driving an hour and a half to get there, clearly you're not going to play 9. But I'm lucky enough to be round the corner from the club. Glenn Robbins reckons 12's the perfect number. As in about, as 9's a bit short, it's over a bit quick. But surely you'd admit sometimes with 18, those last 3 or 4, you're kind of going through the motions?
If you're having especially if you're having a bad day, there could be a 12-hole golf course soon. Moore Park, which is the busiest golf course in the country, having council issues, that could be potentially reduced to a 12-hole course.
What would your score have been if it was 12 holes?
It still would have been 0 stable points, which I think would be the first 12-hole golf course in the country.
Isn't Tiger Woods working on some kind of competition where it is based on 12 holes, or there's
been a couple of surveys gone out. Would you play 12 holes?
Yeah.
So it's actually going around. It could get in.
Because I reckon after 9, I'm with Glenn actually. I think after 9, I'm just starting to get my rhythm.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're having a great day and the sun's shining and all's well with the
so
world, of course.
what's your course?
I play at Green Acres, which is a club in Melbourne, Victoria. It's so join there. In fact, my wife got me into it because she did the ladies' clinic, and then I came along. So I'm in a slightly weird subgroup. I'm someone who plays with my partner, whereas for a lot of, I'll say guys, it's kind of me time. Whereas I play with my partner and other people. Well, play with other people's partners. Make of that what you will. So I'm a different kind of subgroup.
And what does Mary play off? Is that?
Probably that is a question we wouldn't be asking on this.
Okay, come on, Pete. Bit of decorum, please.
As the words came out, I thought this could get Tom into a bit of trouble here.
and do you go and play other golf courses together?
Look, we do, but not as often as probably we should. I think when you remember somewhere, it's obviously so easy. You know the course, you don't have to pay. It's a bit like owning a beach house. You're less likely to go anywhere else on your holiday. Why would you?
And you've played a role in the Robert Allenby Golf Day for years. So for people who don't know what that is, tell us a bit about the Robert Allenby Golf Day, your role in that.
Sure. I'm chairman of a children's cancer charity called Challenge, and Robert's our international patron, and he's been, I reckon we just finished, it was the 26th golf day we just had last year. Incredible ambassador for Challenge. And we have a golf day every year. It's around about November, December, and get a lot of great people. You fine gentlemen played, I think.
We had a day we played with Tiff Cherry and Andrew Muir, the original good guy.
Yes.
And
he named it after himself. I asked him. I said, did you name that? He goes, yeah, I was a pretty good guy.
We had a great day, and I just picked up my Titleist clubs that morning, and I was very excited to be there, and first time at Yarra Yarra, and this honoured to be asked, and very excited.
You got tested that day.
I could not have played worse. I could not have played worse. It was Ambrose, and I did not contribute much.
Ambrose is fun though, isn't it? Because you forget, if you don't know, you take the best drive, I think. Best
ball all the way through. Which is great.
So you get to the green, you go, I'm on in 3. You're not on in 3.
But we are on in 3.
But I like it in corporate days because everyone gets a high five moment.
Yeah,
some of the corporate days, and I take my golf pretty seriously, so I don't mind scoring in that. But if you're playing with people who don't play much, it is hard work.
Absolutely.
I finally finally got my wife on course up at Cobram Baruga a couple of weeks ago. She plays off 54. I've got no problem with saying that. But
what about, does
her
she have
first
a problem?
game, handicap Ambrose, and she made a birdie putt for the last. So, we tell people she made a birdie putt, and everyone's like, "Yeah, birdie putt." And I go, "It was Ambrose," but but it's enough. I think she had the full experience of golf, the frustration, got off the tee pretty well at the first tee. So I was like, "Oh, this is okay," and then the frustration. This is what am I playing? And then nice shot there, and then finish with a birdie, which will bring her back.
Yeah.
And she said she's not ready to play, off the stick, but she'll happily play Ambrose again.
Sure. Can I suggest one rule change? And I know a lot with golf these days, it's how to speed the game up because it can get a bit slow.
Yeah.
This would definitely slow it down. But I've been watching a bit of tennis lately, and I love the 2 serves thing. I reckon you should get 2 drives. So on your first, just absolutely go for it.
I love it.
And if it comes off, great.
I am so with you on this.
Yeah.
Because, Tom, the number of times I hit a drive that goes 2 fairways away.
Yeah.
And I just think, God, I'd love another crack.
And then you
at that.
usually you
And then I
crack
hit
the second one.
then if I hit a
90%
second
of
ball, I
it.
nail it.
90% you nail. Don't you?
Yeah.
Well, Limo said to me when we played Green Acres last week, and we'll talk about it in a sec.
Okay.
But the you remember you said to me, if you could play 3 balls for each shot and pick your best ball, would you par the course?
It's interesting.
And I've got a feeling, I feel like I'd go pretty close.
Yeah.
3. You got 3 cracks at it with every shot.
Well, why don't we do that and video it
Okay.
to see whether individually we can par it?
Whether we can,
Let's
I think we can pull that
I'm
off.
saying I'm going to early
3 ball
prediction.
challenge.
No,
All right.
you two can't.
Do you?
So you can. You can?
What do you reckon? Of course I
You
can.
probably could. I probably could. But
Of course I can.
I thought you were saying no, as none of us could. But
No, just you two.
just so we played
disagree.
Green Acres last week, Tom, and loved it. It's a great course, really great sort of local members course, beautiful course. Also, not the type of course where you're going to lose 100 golf balls, which is important for me.
So I've
because
never
I spend a
played
bit
it.
of time in the trees.
I've never played it. So is it a little bit open? Is it off the tee?
Yeah, I mean there are trees there, but
there are plenty of trees and they're a bit narrow in some areas. But
you're just not going to lose your ball. It's just
Oh,
one
wow,
of those
that's
courses
great.
where you
It's along a lot of it's along the Yarra River, so it's
Next to Kew, isn't it?
it's an incredible little golf area there. You have Kew, you have Latrobe, and you have Green Acres. I mean,
and the Eastern Freeway. So it's a beautiful combination in many ways. But it's full of bird life, which my wife's probably greater passion to golf is bird watching. So she's a little distracted. Sometimes you're playing and she's looking at currawongs. But
Do you play the same 9 every time? Do you mix it up?
I mix it up. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite?
No, happy. The one's got a bit more water in it. And but no, it's fine.
So on the front 9, the 7th hole, you have to make a decision
yeah.
because there's a pond in the middle of the fairway.
There is.
It's a big
Oh,
pond.
wow.
So you
It's a
either
big
go
pond.
over the pond. So it's a right-hand turn.
So
the-
long ball,
The
Limo
fairway goes up the
Yeah.
left-hand side of the pond and then turns right down to the green.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can either go over the pond,
How far is it over?
190. You got to carry 190.
Yeah. Or you can go to what I think they call Daredevil's Corner, which is out to the left.
I think it's known as Grandpa's
what did
Corner.
you do?
Okay, Tom, okay.
What do you do, Pete?
I'll play Grandpa's Corner, of course. But I couldn't have played the shot better. In fact, if I had gone over the water, I think I would have actually cleared it.
Yeah.
And Limo would have gotten it, but hit the trees and
Straight in.
and went
And
down.
So in the end,
The
who
pond,
won?
Grandpa.
they tested it, and apparently it is about only 30% water and 70% Callaway. It's just incredible. And if they ever drain that body of water, it'll be extraordinary what's in there.
Make Me Good at Golf is all about lowering your handicap, and with Dan Murphy's on board, we're lowering more than just your scores. With their lowest liquor price guarantee, Dan's makes sure you're never overpaying for that well-earned drink after you're hit with mates. Whether it's a post-round beer or a celebratory bubbly for that unexpected birdie on the 12th, how good was that? Dan Murphy's has your back. Great drinks, lowest prices, and always within reach, online or in store. Dan Murphy's, proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, and even prouder price cutters. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise.
What about your game? What are your strengths and weaknesses?
The weird thing is, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, is that on any given day, one thing tends to be okay, but then you compensate by falling apart.
Why is that though? Because one thing should not affect the other.
Well, here's the weirdest one, Pete. When on those few occasions where you play a really nice drive and it's right there in the middle of the fairway, how often do you then absolutely chunk that second shot? But it's counterintuitive because surely you should, confidence is, everything is with you, and you should, if anything, the odds should be that your second shot's going to be absolute, corker. And it just, golf is the moment you get the tiniest bit of, I'm not too bad at this, swagger, it just whacks you.
How do your mind games go, Tom, if there is let's say you've got a 40-yard shot to the green and there's a bunker in between you and the green. There, you're like, it is London to a brick. I will hit that ball in the bunker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like just every single
It's
time.
like a visual magnet, isn't it? And even when you say don't go in the water or don't go in the sand, you inevitably do. Someone told me the sports psychology you should never say don't.
Yep.
It should be, there you go, Flame. You should be saying, I'm going to land this on the green. Land this on the green is far better than don't go in the bunker.
than landing there. And what about some standard questions we ask people on this show. When, let's say you've got a midday round, what time will you arrive at the course?
Yeah, that's interesting. I should prep more, but no, I tend to roll. I'll be there at 1:45 and then think, I'll do a bit of putting. But then, of course, sometimes they go, actually, you can go off now if you want. And then it's like, away.
And then away you go. Snacks on course, do you take anything out with you?
There's a strange bird at our golf club. It's actually, people call it a crow, but apparently it's a raven. Thank you, Mary. And it steals food from golf.
Oh, yeah. You're eating birds on course. I'm not sure how much of your wife.
It eats our food, Pete. It's a real snack thief. And if you leave a bag of nuts or fruit or chocolate bar or whatever.
But how strong are they too? They can get the button down or the zipper.
But the smartest birds are around golf courses. Like, they do work out. They do work out how to get in the bags, how to get in the buggies.
Yes, so don't.
Well, at Riversdale, we have a couple of foxes, and you talk about crafty. We're hitting off the 7th, and we saw a fox come up, and it had a duck, and it goes into the sand area, digs a hole into the sand bucket area, puts the duck in there, and covers it up.
Wow.
Obviously from the other foxes.
Into the sand bucket box?
Yes. Wow. So it's obviously saving it for later.
Why wouldn't you?
But what? I don't know why I didn't eat it now, but might not have been hungry.
Might have been.
Might have been clever.
Yes. Might have been intermittent fasting. Who knows?
It did look a little bit chubby.
Well, let's not fat shame the wildlife.
We're not here to fat shame foxes. Okay?
Now, Tom, you are sitting next to Long Ball Limo off the tee. What's your distance?
I don't think I've measured it. What's a good drive? The nice thing on the first at Greenacres, it's downhill. A lot of golf clubs the clubhouse is up on a hill, so gravity always does a lot of work. All you've basically got to do is make contact, and it'll hopefully just roll out of sight of the of the clubhouse. And but if you really get onto it, there maybe 180. It's nothing particularly heroic.
Yeah. I'm similar actually. I'm about 200, I think.
Okay. I think you'd be 200.
Yeah.
The new Titleist driver.
New Titleist are helping. Yeah.
And what about the clubhouse and everything there? Do you get to see the 18th and people finish, or what's the setup?
No, it's a great clubhouse, and it overlooks the 9th hole. And when I first started playing, I was convinced as you're teeing off on the 9th that everyone in there's watching.
Yes.
And it's only when you get in there you realise they could not be less interested. Unless you put it through the window, maybe they might look up.
It's a good thing to keep in mind, though, isn't it? When you're playing that shot, it's a reminder that nobody's
They're not watching.
Isn't it funny how but I think that about myself in all aspects of life. Yeah. If a tram pulls up and I'm walking down the street, in my head, everyone on the tram is staring at me as I'm walking down the street. Just the whole, and the same with golf. I think everyone in the clubhouse is watching me tee off on the first.
Do you know we're actually recording right now?
I understand. I understand. It's a weird. It's a weird thing.
Tom, what about the working dog people? Do you often have golf days together, or the odd hit, or do you separate? And now, are you in with the golf chat?
I'm sort of on the fringe. There's because I'm not sort of I'm not good enough player to really step up to the plate. But yeah, I've definitely played quite a few rounds with Glenn over the journey. Sam Pang's
Recent hole in one.
Recent hole in one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Really?
He said it was a terrible shot. He said it was like. In fact, they spent like 5 minutes looking for the ball because they thought it had gone left, and it did go left, but it must have rolled down.
Which course was he on?
Andy Lee was part of the group, so I'm wondering whether it was Andy. I don't know.
Maybe that's Linda's way.
Yeah.
And Ursula Carlson has picked up, I think through you guys, been inspired by the working dog crew to take up golf. She gets down the course.
In fact, she sent me a photo. She's got a little sort of mat on the back porch of her house over in New Zealand, and she can sort of fire golf balls off into the dense bushland and get the kids to go find them. Good holiday activity there.
Yeah, very nice. See, no snakes there.
Yeah.
No, so it's fine. You can send the kids into the bushland looking for golf
balls.
balls.
A lot of hobbits, but apart from that, she's fine.
Indeed. And Santo, does he play at all?
No, we draw the line there. So.
Okay.
But mind you, I say that, but I was Santo 5 or 6 years ago. I was literally the guy rolling my eyes when people started talking golf.
Who would be the best golfer of the lot if you had to put a dollar on?
Trying to think of, because there's talk of putting together. In fact, Pete, you might be behind it, putting together a
comedy cup,
during the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Sam Taunton's probably the best. Would Sam be the
Sam's the best I'm aware of.
Comedian golfer.
Yeah.
Sam.
Is that Sam?
Sam Pang's maybe not playing enough these days because he's a little busy. But Sam's pretty amazing. Actually, Rob Sitch might be close.
Rob would have been a conversation.
I think Rob's a single-figure handicapper, isn't he? I reckon he's 7 or 8.
I can't speak to that, but I know he's a very fine golfer.
Yeah, and so Taunton's off too. He would.
He's a gun.
Andy Lee.
Andy, sorry, yes.
Is. I reckon off about 5.
Yeah.
He's very good as well. In fact, Andy Lee, my spies tell me that on Gunnersmatter at the National, just last weekend, he hit 1 over par off the stick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is nice about playing with any of these people who are just great golfers, at least that kind of gives you some hope, is that usually over the course of the round, they'll shank one shot.
Yeah.
And you realise that even at that level, even at that sort of single figure, 20, 30 years of experience, everybody still has one of those moments. And it sort of gives you heart.
It makes you feel good. One of my favourite stats, Tom, is at the British Open last year, or the Open, Scotty Scheffler, best golfer since Tiger Woods, on day 1 of the British Open, he hit 2 fairways.
Wow.
2 out of 18. Extraordinary. Lowest in his professional career. Yeah. He won that tournament.
Yeah.
And that just makes me go, great. Yep. I'm happy with that.
So do you think you're going to make the Comedians Cup, Tom?
I think I would love to. I'll have to check the diary.
Check the diary.
Is there a qualifying process?
It's have you made people laugh for a sustained period of time?
Is there
we're still looking at your qualifications.
Do I have to do a set just to see if I qualify?
If we need you to make up the numbers, we'll let you know.
But funnily enough, I put the word out, and Ursula was the first one to get she got back like that. And
has the response been good generally?
Absolutely. Kitty Flanagan got back. Lizzie Hood. A lot of the ladies, Bronwyn Cruss is going to play as well. So a lot of the ladies are playing, which is great. So we'll have more detail when we announce it. But Comedians Cup will be happening during the Comedy Festival, Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Awesome. And Rob Sitch has already suggested instead of the claret jug, it's a beer jug as the trophy.
Nice. Are we going to have a jacket?
Jacket.
We'll have to get a jacket.
A jacket?
There definitely needs to be some sort of jacket. Is there a famous jacket in Australian comedy, in the history of Australian comedy? Is there a standout? Maybe the sleeveless Paul Hogan shirt.
Nice.
No, it could be.
Or what about when he was the drifter, the homeless guy, wasn't he? With the the music to it. Did
he
he have a
Chariots of Fire? Yeah,
the
I'm not sure if he
suit
had a
on
name.
there?
Did he have a name? I'm not sure, but
We'll come up with something.
Starting to drift off into an off-air conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the production chat for later.
And Tom, what about one of the reasons we got you here is the golf movie. What's happening with the golf movie? Have you already put people into positions? What's happening there?
We haven't moved on that. There have been a few over the journey, though, have there not?
Tin Cup.
Don't think there's been an Australian one, though.
No.
So Mick Malloy did one on lawn bowls, which
that was
came
great.
close.
Yeah.
But
There hasn't actually been that
there
many.
has been an Australian one.
No,
there've been a lot of golf movies.
When you do, well, there hasn't actually been that much. We're talking about doing a top 5 golf movies. There's literally 5.
okay.
Maybe 6.
I think you'll find there's a few more.
Name one.
Happy Gilmore 2.
Yep.
Tin Cup.
Yes.
Tin Cup
the
2.
Ballad of
Caddyshack.
The Ballad of Caddyshack and the Ballad of
Caddyshack 2.
Caddyshack 2.
Go
Caddyshack
your other
2,
one. Go your little.
Is it the
Will
legend
Smith?
of Will Smith was in
The
it?
Legend of Beggar Vance.
Yes,
Yep.
that's the one.
Yeah, there was a golf scene in Weekend at Bernie's, I'm fairly certain.
Well, I got to play the one Goldfinger, James Bond movie, where he's playing on the 17th. I played on that golf course in London. So there's been some.
James Bond plays golf?
Yes.
Oh, wow. It's even cooler.
And there
pretty
is,
well too. It was Sean Connery who was himself a very good golfer.
and there is a golf scene in Utopia as well.
yes. Yeah,
Season 3, I think it might have been, at Red Rob Sitch's dad's home course.
Okay.
What was that?
I'm trying to remember the name of the course now. It's out west.
I'm going to say Victoria, maybe?
No,
Maybe
it's
not.
not.
Okay. Oh, there was one.
Midlands.
Okay, there you go.
Midlands.
There's
Yeah.
also a golf scene if you go this is going way back. Frontline, a series we made back in the 90s. Rob Sitch's character, Mike Moore, plays golf with Ian Baker Finch.
That's right.
And it's an amazing scene where
can we-
Ian's winding up for a drive. He gets to the top of his backswing, and Mike Moore goes, "Actually, sorry, you're just doing something wrong," and corrects. Just totally breaks all the rules of golfing etiquette. There's one to chase up.
There's a lot of movies where I always find it funny where people are trying to track down somebody for a business deal and they just happen to find them on a golf course, which never happens. I've never been on a golf course where somebody,
Numerous ones.
like a producer from the
Entourage.
project, tracked me down on the 9th hole.
Yeah, yes.
Never happens. Is there anything? Have you been paying attention? Obviously, back I assume for 2026.
Unless you've heard something I haven't.
No, I have not heard
It's all
anything,
good. Yeah, no, we'll be back later this year along with The Cheap Seats is the other show we produce. So those are our sort of two projects that are most looming.
Is there anything that's? I know you're not going to give too many details, but is there anything behind the scenes you're working on?
Yeah, there is. There's going to be a big announcement very shortly.
Oh. So
That's such a nothing statement.
it's a golf movie. It is a golf movie.
It's a golf movie. We're in. We are in. How good is this?
I do love big announcement coming soon.
Yes.
That is great. Well, Tom, mate, thank you so much for coming on and listening to the podcast. You've proven that by a few details you've dropped over the last few weeks. But
And we need to have a hit, don't we, together?
Yeah.
That would be fabulous. You
At
name
Green
the course.
Acres, my course Riversdale has reciprocals at Green
Excellent.
Acres, so
Excellent, all right.
nice to get to.
Flame, might be nice to get you out to Green Acres if you've never played
Yes.
it.
No,
we
I've
can
never
make
played.
that
We'll
happen.
go there first.
And we'll go and we'll have a round at that'd be
And if
great.
it's 9
Ash
holes,
Hall is
18
the
holes,
pro
12
there.
holes.
Ash, I played with Ash at the
Yeah.
Moon and Links at the Vic PGA. It was great fun. I with Limo as well. So great guy.
Yep.
Collingwood supporter too.
And
Helps.
there is one thing we want to do, and that is make
Me
good
at
Torturous.
If you're listening to Make Me Good at Golf, chances are you're trying to lower your handicap. And just like your swing, Dan Murphy's is all about keeping the numbers down, especially when it comes to price. As proud sponsors of the pod, Dan's brings you their lowest liquor price guarantee. So whether you're celebrating a PB or still struggling to get your handicap moving in the right direction, you're never overpaying for a post-round drink. Dan Murphy's, great drinks, lowest prices, and one more way to level up your game. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise.